nice weather, maybe some clouds, but our friends in about 70% of the country are being impacted by a pretty big storm. So we wanted to take a few moments to kind of show you guys what's going to happen as we head into the weekend out towards the East Coast. Now, I'm pulling up this map here. You see it has all these weather alerts on it. So all these colors indicate some sort of weather issues that are going on. You can see it really starts in portions of eastern New Mexico, and it extends all the way out towards the East Coast and towards the Midwest. So if we click through some of these like purple shades that you see that are popping up across several portions, those are winter weather advisories. That just indicates that these areas need to prepare for some pretty active weather and some cooler temperatures. Now, if we click into some of these purple and pink colors that we see here, you can see a good chunk of Texas out towards Tennessee, Oklahoma. They're under winter storm warnings. That indicates that these areas should prepare to see some sort of winter storm effects from the storm that is going to make its way through most of the country as we head into the weekend. Now, as we head out towards portions of Tennessee, we're even seeing these like darker shades of, I would say, purplish. Those are ice storm warnings. So we got a lot going on. When we start to click out towards the eastern and the northeast out towards New York, I know I have a few friends or family that are out there. They're under a winter storm watch. They're going to see extremely cold temperatures. The wind chills are going to be sub-freezing over the next few days. Most of this is going to begin as we head in towards the weekend. So right now it's Thursday. Things are looking pretty calm right now. This is satellite Doppler. This is what's showing current conditions across the country. Futurecast, this extends out into Friday, into the weekend. If you're out towards Texas, we start to see some of those developments, a lot of that rain, and we start to zoom in here. This white you see, that's all snow that's going to begin to form. And as we play this out, we really start to see the development of that winter storm. So this pink color you see here, that's ice, and then you start to see snow specifically out towards the Midwest. We play this out, and this starts to move as we head into the weekend towards the Northeast and the East Coast. That's when the bulk of that storm. If you're out towards the south, it looks like most of what you will see out there is rain. That's what we're seeing in this green color. We play this out as we head into Monday. It looks like that's when it heads out to the New England area towards Boston. And then as we head into early next week, you're still going to feel the effects if you're out on the East Coast. Temperatures are still going to be incredibly cool, but it looks like the bulk of that will move out by early next week. Current temperatures, it's already feeling a little bit cooler out there. New York sitting right now at 44. If you go up towards the Great Lakes into the Dakotas, they're sitting at negative 13. So the further the closer you are to the north towards areas of Canada, there's Arctic chill and Arctic air, and that's why it's so cold out there towards areas of Minneapolis at negative 9, Chicago right now at 18 degrees. Feels like temperatures. I know the air temperature, take a look at that number. It feels like negative 37 degrees right now in Minneapolis. So these temperatures are dangerously cold. Detroit right now at 6 degrees, and the Dakotas up towards Bismarck, negative 41 degrees. So the wind really has a big impact in the way that the temperature feels. You may step outside and the air temperature may be, like we were saying, in the single or negative digits, around negative 9 in Minneapolis. That's the current air temperature, but when you factor in the wind, it feels like negative 37. So those temperatures are very, very cold. The 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, this is from the Climate Prediction Centers. This is coming from the National Weather Service. I know we're showing you a lot of maps, but this is how we predict everything that's going on. Look at the difference between those of us on the West Coast. We are under some areas of high and low pressure, a little bit of mix of both, and that's why we're going to be above normal. That's these red colors. But as we go east, we start to see the effects of that storm. And if you look at the key up here, we don't even have this dark shade of blue. That means that temperatures are going to be well below normal for this time of year. And of course, now we're getting back here at home. So if you have family or friends that are out there towards the East Coast, you want to check in on them. If you're traveling this weekend, want to make sure to prepare for some disruptions in travel because we're expecting snow across a lot of the eastern part of the U.S. and into the Midwest. So make sure that you are well prepared if you're flying out of any part of the U.S., because those travel disruptions are expected as we go into the weekend.